Hello, my little goblins, and today we're playing Runick Sprite for Hire. I know some people have been asking for this, and this deck is sweet. Pretty much this deck is the Draw 6 deck. And how are you doing that? Well, first of all, the Sprite cards, the Runick cards, you guys know how that works. You can draw 3 off of the field spell, but on top of that, we got Full Go. And if you control 3 or more monsters that are Furhari monsters with different names, you get to draw 3 cards when you destroy a card. So there is ways of doing this turn 1. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to show those, but pretty much if your opponent uses Ash or some type of hand trap like that, you can use Mannequin Cat to special summon the Ash from the graveyard, and then you can use that to grab Carrot out of the deck, or even Red. And then doing that, since they have an Ash on their side of the field, you can go ahead and use the Dampa Pop, where Dampa pops a face-up card in the field, and then you get to draw 3 from Full Go. And then you get to draw 3 from your field spell if you're doing everything correctly. And then boom, that's 6 on turn 1. And then pretty much you could rinse, repeat this on your opponent's turn, and then that's 6 on their turn, 6 on your turn. I mean, it gets out of control fast, and it's going to be pretty hard when you're drawing 12 cards every turn cycle. So let's get into some games. You guys get to see how the deck plays, and then we'll go to a recap. Hello, my little goblins. We're back at it, and this time is going to be game number 1. We got Spiffy as the pilot, as we said, and this is in Master 1, so let's watch what happens. The opponent looks like his opener is weak, but he actually has like a perfect counter to Spiffy's hand. So you're going to see Smiting Storm come out with Max C. And then we're going to chain the Flashing Fire to prevent him from drawing, which is a really, I think it's a good play, because he did nothing, so his hand's probably bricked up anyway. So this is probably what you want to be doing. So Huggins going to discard Rex, and then we're going to get Ashed. So Maxi, Ash. I mean, if your opponent, just real quick, if your opponent does nothing on their turn, there's a high likelihood their hand is just all hand traps, so just expect this shit to happen, you know? Rex activates Call By. I mean, that's really annoying, but it is what it is. So Rex gets called by. Really annoying, but just gonna probably set Runick and pass with Maxi up. Very low chance they have another Ash and another, like, they have double Maxi there and another Call By. So we're going to Ash this Fallen Valbaz. Unfortunately, since he didn't do anything last turn, there's going to be a low likelihood he's going to extend into this board. So we're really not going to get that many draws. But he did draw probably the best card he could have drawn. Because with Runick Destruction, all he has to do is wait for a draw. And he's going to be able to get a draw 3 unless the opponent does something wacky, which I don't believe they're going to do. So, triple tactics, not going to need it. Here's the Huggins. I mean, he has another Ash. I mean, it's probably a GG, but he does not. There's a Royal Rare Runick Fountain. It's much stronger than the regular. He's going to teach Nam Win how to be a boss. Here we're going to do. And there's a Bestial, which I don't think we give a shit about. Like, who cares? I think we're just doing it because his only target's like these 2 cards. Alright, now we lead off with Rex. Now we're cooking, dude. Now we are cooking! Rex was a crazy top deck, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. Rex was an absolutely vile top deck. But this is going to be an easy win from here. Our hand is insane. Beat summons Raphael. Raphael looks at top 2. He gets to add 1 to hand. Adds a gold. Oh, adds a Runick Fountain to draw again. Okay. I mean, that's kind of busted too. Here comes Fogo. Fogo, the absolute Chad unit. Summons Dumpa! Dumpa! I fucking love saying Dumpa's name. Pop goes a Weasel. We get to draw 3 cards. If that doesn't make you quit the game, I don't know what will. I don't know why the opponent's still here. I would have left the game a good 30 minutes ago. I think the opponent is a masochist, maybe, perhaps. Very high likelihood. Here's a Freezing Curse. We're gonna mail. I will say too, against Branded, especially against Despia, or against Branded, once you get your Runick cards up and running, I feel like you have a good matchup against the deck. Because you have just, like, non-stop interruption. Here we go. Another draw 3. I mean, like, is this... there's no way we lose. There's zero chance we lose. GG. This is the power of the deck. We go from 0 cards to 30 cards. How does that work? Here we are with game number 2 and going second. That was weird. I don't know what the hell happened there. Going second again. Looks like we got a Medora play happening here, which is a little terrifying, discarding Kelbeck. We're going to have to 100% Ash that or we cry. Looks like that Ash resolves, which is very, very beneficial. That's not very fun. It looks like we're losing another card. There goes Runick Tip. Fossil Dig is a pretty powerful card here, though. So I think, and Sprite Jet. I mean, this is looking good. This is looking real good for Spiffy. Alright, Havness is annoying. We just have to kind of, I guess, fingers crossed he doesn't hit. He hits 1 card, which that 1 card can be pretty devastating. Here comes Kikalios. Damn, this guy's got a lot of Runicks, huh? I mean, a lot of Royal Rares. There's Rukalios. Here comes Sprite Jet. I mean, the great thing about this is he can get Sprite Red out, and then his cards are now protected. So, I don't think you should worry that much. Negate. Activate that. Tribute the Rex. GG, get fucked. I mean, at this point, the game's over. It literally is. Like, he's gonna get so much incremental value off this. It's not even funny. Fulgo goes so hard here with Dumpa. Sprite Blue. Here's the thing. We waited on using Starter because we needed to go to Fulgo, which is a 3, obviously, and this locks into 2s. So very important to make sure you're paying attention. There's a pop. There's a draw 3. I mean, this game is... If you don't know what over is, I mean, this is kind of... It's actually kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world because you have Rex in hand. There's an IP. There's going to be the field spell. Attack. Even got the attack off. That's actually the funniest thing. He's still attacked because these cards are all... He didn't use any Runicks. And then Maxi is just going to make the opponent concede. I mean, again, the opponent had a really strong opener. Ash, the thing is, Ash just broke his opener apart. So his opener wasn't that crazy. But, like, it didn't matter. Because, like, this deck has a lot of, like, playthrough. Hello, we're here with game number 3. And our hand is looking absolutely vile. We never get to go first, though. Because, one of the biggest problems in Master 1, this is why I haven't bothered to ever climb the account to Master 1, is people give up very easily. So if you go first, and first of all, this like, what is this? Royal Rare Central? Is everyone rich in Master 1? I just want to point out, if you go first in Master 1, and you just set up full board, or looks like you're about to set up, people just scoop. They'll scoop in the first, like, 10 seconds of the game. And it happens very, very often. And I think that's part of the reason why it's very hard, like, to get good. That's why I think if you're at Master 1, it's much harder to get good games. Like, you have to, like, almost play second every game. Which is, like, not ideal, because you want to show what the deck can do going first, too. But we're going to see a Runick Smiting Storm that is going to summon this Huggin. Here comes Lovely. I mean, Huggin's going to go kind of hard here. Discard the beat. I mean, dude. I mean, are you guys tired? Are you guys tired of Labyrinth already? I mean, I know the deck's good, and I know it's like a solid, like, probably like top 10 deck of the format right now, obviously. But man, it's fucking... Oh, dude, that's actually, like, probably the worst card to get hit. That's actually a really bad card for us to get hit. Like, probably the best card for him to hit was the Flashing Fire or the Runick Fountain. But let's see what we end up doing. Here's the Donner. Donner's gonna... Pop goes the Weasel. Finger pop these assholes. Bring this card back. There's the Raphael. Raphael's gonna come out and say, here I am. Look at the top two. Boom. There we found Rex. We don't really need that other spell again because we have everything we needed, I guess. So I guess it really didn't matter because we kind of had everything anyway because we had the Dampa action. We're already like mid-maxing how many cards are in our hand. That's gonna be, dude. That Distraction is so good against these decks. It's not even funny. Let's see if we can find another Destruction. Oh, there it is. Dude, Destruction is so good. If this card was not limited to 2 or semi-limited, that shit would be fire. I mean, by fire, I mean AIDS, but... And then we go into the White Woman jump scare. Boom. Whole board's negated. There's a Sprite Elf. I mean... You might think this is irrelevant, but this is going to prevent, like, Torby and shit from coming back. So it's actually, like, ridiculously relevant. Like, how is he going to win? He has 3 cards on field, right? And he's playing against 2 spells, which is pretty much a draw 3, or draw 2, bare minimum, right? You got full go, which can trigger super easily off these cards. It's another, like, what? A draw 2, maybe? I'm not even sure, but it's still, like, a lot... Massive draw engine here, is all I'm going to point out. Alright, here comes the Ku Clock. He's going to discard at the same time. We're going to negate that, because fuck you. Here comes Dampa. Dampa's the best card in the deck. Never forget it. Just because it sounds cool. Dampa! We need to get a Royal Rare full go on this. And there we go. Here's the negate. He ain't coming back. This is why I said this is going to be very strong. Here comes Welcome. Here comes Ash. We drawed half our deck. There's no shot you ever win this. The only shot he has, he goes to Evil Swarm, Ecytron, and pops the whole board, but he's not even going to get a chance to do that. Yikes. Oh no, this is devastating. Adds the Maxi, even more troll. Pop. Here's a draw 3. I mean, how many cards do you need? I think personally Spiffy's just being greedy at this point. Very greedy, and I love it. I love him for it. Boom. Here's another draw couple. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh. He just flipped it immediately. Oh, cards are coming back. Maxi. I don't think Spiffy drew enough cards. He hasn't drawn enough. Here's Muckraker. Ooh. Well, we popped that. Bye-bye. Bye, Miss American Pie. Set 4. Activate Golden Droplet. I mean, he's losing cards faster than, I don't know. I was going to try and think of a southern saying. But there's no southern saying for getting your ass beat this bad. So... And you guys, I feel like everyone forgets too. Raphael has a monster negate. Like on top of all this, you get a monster negate on this card. Like again, fuck 6 ways to Sunday, and you don't even know. Oh my goodness. What is this guy gonna do? Here's a destruction. Boom, you lose 4 cards. Let me draw half my deck again. I mean, at this point, who's decking out first? Is Spiffy decking out or this guy? I'm not even sure at this point. I'm pretty sure now at this point we're just BMing, but... Set. Wow, we're not even activating destruction. It's because we want to kill him physically. It's such a BM, dude. It's just such a BM. And he just loses. Alrighty, Annihilation, and we're here with game number 4, and yeah, the opponent, apparently we're just never going first, which is pretty unfortunate. I think we got one game where we're going first, so. Here comes Lady Labyrinth, blah blah blah, cool, neato, set, bada bing, bada boom. Damn, that was quick. What did he banish? He banished. Wow, he really didn't like Sprite Carrot. Well, it makes sense, but I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. So the reason why this is a really good play is it's not only going to pop the lady, but it also prevents the lady from getting a free search here, which I think is the whole point of all this. The reason why he's been using his cards. So yeah, I know his Runick fountain is not going to get that much value. But he does at least do what he needs to do here. Lovely on the field is pretty annoying though. Oh, sniped the fucking fountain out of his hands. That's painful. We got Rex though. Rex means full combo. Rookie Fur Hire lets him get beat. Then it lets him go into Donner. Actually, do you even need to go into Donner at this point? I don't think so. I think you go straight to full go. Okay, adds a triple tactics. Triple tactics go hard. Draw 2. Oh my gosh. That's a crazy top deck. Holy moly, dude. This guy's churning. The wheels are churning, guys. Here's full go. Here comes Dumpa! Oh my gosh, dude, this is brutal. Draw 3. Ah! I'm about to nut! But the opponent doesn't want to nut. One of us nutted at least. That has to count for something. I would assume it does. Alrighty, we're here with game number 5, and we are going second again against Bono, who's a bozo. Haha. We're going to fast forward through this because this guy's playing Dark World, and I don't know if you guys know anything about Dark World, or if you watched my video on Dark World, check it out. The turns take 600 years to do, so I prefer not to watch all that, and I know you guys probably don't want to watch it either. I was actually thinking about maybe just editing this, but if I have to watch it, I'm going to make you guys watch it too, even if it's fast forwarded. Here comes Rainbow. Here comes Gold Woo Lord. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of the Gold Woo Lord. I know it's good for breaking boards, but also not a big fan of the, like, this card's not very, like, it's good in this one matchup with, like, oh, I hit the Runick Smiting Storm because it's a Runick deck, but it's, like, bad in everything else. This guy pretty much just set up, if you watched my video, Nightmare Griffin with Muckracker, and he might have set up, there's a possibility he might have set up the fusion too, but we'll see. Here's a Fossil Dig. He's going to normal summon. Pop goes the Weasel. He protects himself. But now there's a spot open right at the Nightmare Phoenix, so Huggins will be able to activate. If you're wondering how Dampa activated, this only works against special summon monsters, if I believed. Yeah, special summon monsters can't activate their effects unless they're linked, and this was normal summoned. So he's going to use Huggin to grab Runick Fountain. There's Nightmare for Cerberus. Hey, guess what? It's linked. And he gets a draw card. Get fucked. And there is Gigantic Sprite, which is pretty gnarly. And there's going to be another Huggin. Are we chain blocking this? This is a curious thing. Oh, we did know about the Dark Puppetry, though. We did know about that. And he discards Rainbow, which I believe pops 2 cards in the field. Oh, never mind. It doesn't. It doesn't. You know what the sad part is? If he did activate, if he activated Gigantic Sprite before, I guess he couldn't. There was no way he could do it before that. And there comes Sprite Elf. Target's blue. And then Call by the Grave. This guy has everything. This guy's Yugi on roids. He's not going to be able to go combat. He's not going to be able to take this out. He sets the Mayhem for higher, but he does have Max C, which I would have to imagine might be pretty good here. That's one draw. Okay, we're going to special summon Dumpa. If you guys don't know why this is good, Sprite Elf can bring back Rex and then he can get a free pop here. I think it might actually be worth just popping the field spell here, but I think that's what he's going for. Yeah, we're popping the field spell. The field spell is really good for him. So, popping that is a really big bonus. And we get Ricky for hire again. And we get Sprite Jet for follow-up. And, dude, we're getting some gnarly follow-up. Not even gonna lie. Oh, Genta, though. Genta comes back. That's not good. That lets him get field spell activation. Genta also gets special summoned when you banish it. So it's a free, it's like the best banish in the deck. That's going to get special summoned. Genta comes out. Ooh. What else do we got in the graveyard, though? Alright, we don't have another level 8, though. Oh, now we are, though. Now we get another graph in the graveyard. This isn't looking that great. And the only reason I'm saying it's not looking that great is because there's a high OTK potential here, right? So here comes Grapha Overlord. Like, it's a very high... Oh, well, we're not going to OTK. I think we might be fine. I mean, like, there's no way you OTK here. He's going to take a bit of damage to go down to half, probably. Close to half. But no OTK potential. And that's going to be the Grapha Fusion added back. So, even if he deals with Grapha, he's going to be able to get another one on board. So, here's Fossil Dig. He's not going to negate that. Here comes Rex, Sprite Jet. He's going to negate the Sprite Jet. And remember, the negate is really weird. It just changes it so the ability discards a card from his hand. So, he discards that, which is actually not bad. Because, like, this has no effects. Like, it's not like him discarding Grapha or something, where Grapha's effect is insane. Jerry is going to get back our card. Thank goodness. Maybe we actually can get the Sprite Engine going online here. Banish 4 pretty decent cards here. Gonna draw 2. I mean, we're in action now. This is action mode. We get beat. Here's gonna come Donner. Donner's gonna trigger beat. Oh, we had Raphael in the graveyard anyway. Okay. So Raphael's coming out. We don't even need to get the search off beat. It's not relevant. Pop the Grapha. We're going to be adding that Flashing Fire. Kind of a duplicate, but it doesn't matter. Here's the Maxi. Grapha is pretty much going to resummon this card from the Banish Zone. Triple Tactics. Draw 2. Very greedy. Spiffy's a greedy little slut in this, huh? Alright, here comes the cool plays. Anytime Fulgo comes out, you know shit's about to get real. There's the Runick Fountain. We're going to start popping some bitches. Draw 3. Fulgo! Every time Fulgo activates, that's what I imagine his voice sounds like. Oh my... Dude, what is this? What is this? Dark World, he's blushing right now. He's like, wait, you drew that many cards? Hee. Who needs Max C when you can draw 30 cards in your opponent's turn? Here's a Runick tip. I mean, he legitimately drew like 9 cards like or more this turn. Kind of crazy. Here comes Rainbow. Dampa's going to go popping. There's a draw 3. It's actually good, by the way, if we're playing against Dark World, it's good to keep them off 3/8 because if they go... I mean, you could just let them go into Coach Train and then do it, but when they go into... there's this card called Coach Trainer or something like that, and it's pretty much like it's an XZ monster, and they could use it 3 times, and it lets them draw 3 cards. So it's actually a really, like, powerful card for the deck. Looks like we're gonna activate Carrot so Dark World Puppetry doesn't come back. Puppetry has been actually like pretty good for him, specifically for this matchup. We're going into another fusion. I mean, this is just looking sad though. Oh, this shit would have made him lose the game right here. We're negating with the Raphael. Doesn't pop, unfortunately. Here, Slumber. Gonna mill. I mean, who's gonna get milled first? I wonder. I actually don't wonder that hard. It's gonna be a GG. He has so many activations, so he won due to time limit. Weird. He definitely was gonna win regardless, but alrighty, this is gonna be the last game, and we're playing against S-Vos. Pretty interesting so far. We got Foolish Burial coming out, sending this pretty much. Oh, he's playing Bishop. Okay, he's playing Branded. Well, not much you can do about that. So this guy's gonna be able to set up the best end board he physically can possibly do. I mean, the good thing is, like, this deck. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Runick deck is better going first, but it's really good going second. And when I say I think it's better going first, is because you just get everything online and your opponent's kind of fucked. Also, there is a combo that you can do with this deck with Mannequin Cat, where you can get the Fulgo pop on your first turn, so you draw like 3 cards on your turn too. But yeah, I mean this is a pretty good end board, I would imagine that for him. Depends what he ends up searching here, but I mean, he still ends with 6 cards, which is a little spooky. And there's a Branded Beast. I'm gonna say this though. Branded Beast is kind of a weird choice there, in my opinion. Here comes a Runick Furhire. Okay, Sprite Carrot. I mean, Sprite Carrot is a crazy summon. Pretty much gonna stop that beast from doing anything. Here comes Runick Foundation. We're going to activate this. There, okay. That's actually very painful. Well, we got the negate here, so, I mean, you're fine. The thing is, we're not going to be able to destroy this. But, we should be able to draw at least a few cards here. Here comes Huggin'. And we're going to chain block. There's no point to keep the Raphael in hand. I think this is the right call, personally. Bringing it back to Magma. I mean, this is going to be a tough game, actually. I thought this would be more of a kind of like a clean sweep, to be honest. But, alright, we're going to draw 2. Found another Fossil Dig. Let's thin out the deck a little. There's Sprite Red. There's Donner. Donner's going to bring back 2 of his big cards. Oh, my gosh. Very annoying. It really, really annoying to his hand. But he does save his Raphael from getting banished. He's only going to be able to look at top card. And the top card is a crazy card. Sprite Blue. There we go. There's Fulgo. That's what we're looking for. Fulgo gets the Dampa. Dampa summons Rex. Rex pops. And we're going to draw 3. Boom. Thank you. And if we thought we were going to lose this game, well, I guess that's not happening anymore. His Destruction. The thing is, Spiffy's played a lot of Branded Despia, and I can tell you, he's very familiar in how to pick apart this deck. And I will say also that I feel like this deck has a good matchup into this as well. Like, because they don't have a lot of negates or anything like that, so you kind of just use your cards and you just start. If you banish like a few of their combo pieces, the only thing that's annoying is when they start banishing these cards because they get activations. But like if you like activate like a Runick Destruction and you hit both Branded Fusions, I think they just lose the game. And they have a really tough time doing anything afterwards. Alright, so that's Banishment set up. But he's going to have to play against Flashing Fire, Freezing Curse. I mean, there's a lot of cards he has to play against. So here comes Runick for hire. We're going to target another Rex. Oh, isn't that annoying? Well, Sprite Elf is going to save the card, so... And we're going to get Max Seed. Well, that's not fun. That's not enjoyable. Okay, well, Dampa. Dampa's still going to Dampa, you know? And what do we say about Dampa? Dampa lets you draw cards, which is all that matters. Ooh, we're definitely negating that shit. Negate. The only sad thing about negating this is I don't think we draw 3 anymore. Off this pop. Fulgo draws 1, yeah. I mean, it's still, he still has Fountain, though. And we're looking just like, he's already at 8 card. He's looking just to mill him out. There's Runick Tip. He hit 1 of the Brain Infusions. Pops that. Hit the second Mercurier. Going to negate the Fallen of Alabaz. I mean, he's got 3 cards left in the deck. This is going to be really tough. I mean, you got Flashing Fire and Freezing Curse. He's going to let this go through because he just don't give a shit at this point. Like, what's the point of caring? Here comes Drew's Worm. He attacks. Okay, he takes the damage. The reason why he's saving is because he wants to catch his opponent off. Like, he wants to make it so his opponent has no idea that this is just going to finish him off. Boom. And it's GG. He just scoops up because he knows it's GG. Well, those are the games. Let's get to the recap and talk about the deck. Thank you for watching this far. Much appreciated. Please subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of content like this. And also join our Discord where we host tournaments every Friday and with different rule sets. So it's pretty interesting. But let's talk about how the deck is. That's what you're here for. Well, after consulting Spiffy, and we obviously did a lot of games together, I mean, this deck's really good, but I wouldn't put it on like Sprite level. Like, pure Sprite is just a better deck. Sometimes when you introduce 3 different archetypes, it's gonna weaken the deck because sometimes you have awkward draws. Where if you're playing like Sprite, I would say like you might have like 5% awkward draws, where this deck might have like 15% awkward draws. You know what I mean? The great thing about it, though, is the fact that the level 2s work so well together because you can go easily into Huggin, and Rex is also a level 2, and on top of all that, drawing 6 cards is great for any deck. Another thing, too, is I just want to point out with Fulgo that I didn't mention, this card is extremely important to know that you need to use 3 monsters with different types, so that means any monsters, but you need to make sure you do not use Beast, because 90% of the time you grab Dampa, and Dampa's a Beast, and you cannot special summon a Fur Hire that's different, that's the same type as a card that you use to go into Fulgo. So you can't, so that means do not use Gary, do not use Mannequin Cat, like stuff like that, because otherwise it's not going to work. So you just want to make sure you guys knew that before you play the deck. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to say this deck easily an 8. Really good, really good. And on a tier scale, this is definitely going to be a tier 3 deck. I don't think it's a tier 2 or tier 1 because the other reasons I said, but I think it's really decent and really good in the meta. And it's a lot of fun. If this is like playing an actual fun Runick deck. I mean, I think Runick's a pretty fun deck to play to begin with, but it's not like playing a cringe like Stunlock deck or anything like that. You do a lot of cool interactive stuff, which is what I like about the deck. Another great thing about this deck is the recursion, because once you get like beat with Rex in the graveyard, pretty much any Runick card plus any shitty hand trap equals full combo, because it allows you to go into Huggin, and then you can just summon the hand trap, instantly go into Donner, and then use Donner to bring back the Rex beat, and then use beat's effect to grab Raphael, and it's full combo at that point, right? So I think that's another great thing about the deck. Like I said, the deck's very fun, but it might take a little time to like learn how to play through certain things. But I think once you put in the time to play the deck, I think you'll have a blast. If there's any suggestion of what deck you want to see next, let me know down in the comments, and maybe you'll see it next. I don't know. Might take some time. Also, join the Discord. I have an ideas channel. You guys can let me know what you want to see in there too. You know. All right. Goodbye.